How is everyone doing today? It is September 10th of 2022 and really excited to show you another type of pepper. I would say the vast majority, well over half of the people that we know aren't fans of hot peppers. It's just, I know some people don't like them and stuff. We aren't necessarily fans. We just like to use peppers for lots of different things, cooking, spicy jams, things like that. We can handle a little bit of mild heat, but we really love sweet peppers. I would say that personally, my favorite three sweet peppers are the Oda, the Corbaci, and probably third place would be the Jimmy Nardello. And which one of those stands at number one is whatever one I got in my hand at the time. So we didn't grow the Oda this year. We didn't grow the Jimmy Nardello. We grew a couple other types of sweet, but we did finally get a Corbaci. The last couple seasons, we've had really bad luck. Some of the seeds that we had saved had ended up being. Look at this pepper. It's a long, cool looking pepper. Completely sweet pepper, no heat. So we'll be saving seeds from some of these, but let me see here. This is the other plants we have. We've been putting all of our peppers this year pretty much are in 5-gallon containers and 2 plants per container. The Corbaci does really good well. I feel like longer peppers do better in these longer 5-gallon containers. Look at, and we've pulled several off so far. Whenever we've gotten this one to grow, it's been super productive. I'm not going to pull this one off because I think I'm going to save seeds. It's the only good one on this that hasn't been pulled off yet. There was one negative thing to say about this pepper is when it's going from yellow to red ripening, it's an ugly color. That's a sickly green ugly color. But the really bright yellow pop of them when they're like this, or they can red out as well. We'll take these in and give them a try. Me and Angel, especially me, I prefer these when they're not red. A lot of times when peppers get ripe and red, they get a sweeter flavor. It's a little bit stronger, and I would call it tangier. Especially this one here, this sweet pepper right here, when it reds out, it gets a tangy flavor. I would say most people enjoy that sweetness in it a little bit more, but this one right here, every time that I've eaten one of these peppers, it's almost like having a pea pod or a green bean off of the vine. It has like almost refreshing greenish flavor to it. But I'm going to take a couple of these in. Just go ahead and take 2 of them in if you want. Yeah, me too. Leave a couple of these on the plant right here to finish ripening out. This is the Corbaci pepper. It's considered a sweet pepper with no heat. One of the favorite peppers that we've ever grown, and really love these. We dice it up to add to salsas and stuff, no heat salsas. My favorite thing on them is just to snack on them, just like right out of the garden, just eat this whole pepper. But really excellent type, Corbaci. Let me take this in and show you a closer look. Love you guys. Catch you in a second. All right, so the Corbaci pepper, one of our favorite. Right now, this is my very favorite sweet pepper. I love snacking on these peppers, straight from the yard. I like them yellow, like we were saying, and we like them yellow a little bit. That's just a personal preference. I believe most people would prefer them when they're ripened. They do take a little bit while to ripen, like I was saying. It has a really cool electric green color, and it's almost like cloudy. It's hard to really see. It's almost like cloudy underneath, like a translucent green cover up underneath it. They grow really big, even in containers. These ones grow really well for us. Cut one of these open. I'm so excited to have this in the yard. If you guys knew our story about this or have been around for us for a couple years, the past 2 years in a row, we've ended up with a cross, and I'm super excited about the cross. It's a cross between a lemon spice jalapeno and this one here, which is creating a cool like carrot type pepper that we're trying to stabilize a little bit or just have fun with growing in the yard. But This one's got pretty good seeds in it and stuff too. I'm really excited about the pods that are going to be saved out there. I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I have a kind of soft spot in my heart for peas on the pod, sugar snap peas, like that, or maybe even green beans when you go out and they're the kind of green beans that are just stringless that you can kind of snack on into the yard. You snack on the whole pod. This has a really similar flavor. I'd say closer to a sugar snap pea. But really, really good. I do like these ripe as well. If I was trying to describe the flavor to anybody, that's the closest I'd come, especially when they're green. You do get a little bit of tanginess when they are ripe, and it kind of, to me, it kind of gets rid of that green pea flavor or green bean flavor.
Very crunchy and refreshing.
I'd say most types of peppers I like when they're fully ripe, but this is the one that I prefer under.
Yeah, we like snacking on these. Sometimes we'll just pull one off the plant while we're out in the garden and just kind of snack on it, like I do with my beans. The beans never make it in the house.
They're really crispy. They're really, really unique. There's no bitter flavor to mine.
No, there is no bitter flavor. Kind of like sometimes green bell peppers will have a little bit of a bitter flavor. Unlike where red bell peppers will have a really sweet flavor. This one's kind of in between.
You want to finish that last piece? Yeah. So this is the Corbaci. The plants are pretty dang productive. Sometimes they coil up around the core of the plant. Sometimes they lean out a little bit, turn corners. They grow over a foot long.
Yeah, they're usually really wonky, almost like snake-like.
Yep. So I don't know. Maybe Sapper doesn't like snakes, and these might scare him in the yard. But it's Uchi Angel and Kiddo. This is the Corbaci pepper. Super, super excited to finally see this one in the yard again. Like I was saying, the past couple of years, we were expecting it. We thought everything was going good, and then something else showed up or something happened, and we just haven't been able to have this. And so when we first grew it a few years ago, it became like an immediate sweet pepper must in our yard. The Oda as well. The Jimmy Nardell is really, really excellent sweet pepper. Banana peppers are always a good classic one. We don't grow many bell peppers because they're harder to grow in containers. Our production is down on them. I think I would kick into more of the bell pepper size peppers if we were able to grow in the ground or bigger style containers. But as you guys have seen in our yard, we cluster garden so much that everything's so crowded. This one does well. This one does better than the Oda in a container. Does better than any of the other sweet peppers that we've grown in containers, I believe.
Yeah.
It's always kicking in, super productive. I believe that these seeds came from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. They were true to type. We got 4 plants out there that still have plenty more to save for ourselves again this time. Maybe these ones won't be crossed. I hope not. Cross our fingers that they're not crossed. But the Corbaci pepper, absolutely excellent sweet pepper. If you're not a fan of heat, but you like sweet peppers, this one right here is a near must try. This one would be my highest recommend. This one and the Oda. The Jimmy Nardello possibly too. We have the lipstick growing in our yard, the lipstick pepper, and I believe that's a sweet pepper too that I've heard a lot of good things about. Never tried it, and we're going to give that one a try later on. But this is the Corbaci. Super excited, you guys. Take you outside. Love you. Catch you in a second. All right, so 2 plants in here. Got some more right here and here. Those ones are a little bit far behind. We'll probably end up eating those or pulling them off right before it gets cold. This one right here is an excellent looking one. I'm definitely going to let that one save for seeds. The other one is in the back side right over here. At some point our stuff starts overgrowing to the point where we can't control it, so that nice one right there. See how it's wrapping around the plant? They kind of stabilize themselves. Even when they get, the plants will get tall like the peppers get long, but they seem to really just kind of keep themselves pretty stable. So that one right there will be our seed pod on that one, and this one over here will be the seed pod. Yeah, I don't like that color. It kind of is like a green and reddish brown. It's really kind of ugly when it's that color. That's the only bad thing I could ever say about this one, though. Excellent sweet pepper. Super excited to grow it. It's the Corbaci pepper, September 10th of 2022, and love you guys. Catch you next time.